Okay, I really like this post from Carl Littleboy. I want you to define what it is that makes this post stand out. It's doing really, really well. My guess is that it's providing value and also it's structured in a way where it's easy to read. I think it's because there's spacing, but I'd like you to analyze it for me. I also like the idea, maybe it is original, maybe it's not, but he is copying from other creators and then combining it to make it his own. Feel like this is a great idea because you're not copying one for one, but you're picking three of your favorite people that you write about. And also you're trying to take the best out of what they've talked about. The one thing that stood out of the whole entire post for me is writing about your past, present, and future. Essentially, that is your niche. Can you tell me and give me a format of why I would like this post and how I can replicate this and copy this to turn it into my own style for my post? The other thing I like about this is that he's using photos and the photos just have text. And what this does is that it increases the word count, which I think for a value add for someone that doesn't have premium, you can increase your word count with a photo because a picture paints a thousand words. Whilst that loads, another thing that I'm doing today, one thing I'm doing today is I'm analyzing and what I do for research when it comes to posts. And this guy is doing really, really well. Let that load and we'll go through that together. And again, I'm showing up, I'm writing X post. Things haven't been changing, but day by day, I'm showing up. You're here for the ride, and I'm getting better at writing all the time. Just a little bit better all the time. I do want to share some stuff that I took from, I'd say at least an hour of researching, and I've written it down. Offer proposition. I was talking to my friend Pete today about offer proposition, and what that essentially means is why are you paying $1 for something? And it's mostly because $1 is insignificant, and you'll pay anything for $1. So therefore, the value of what you buy surely isn't substantial, but $1,000 is. Would you buy an Apple for $1,000? Probably not. You'd probably buy a MacBook for $1,000 because they're valued at 2K or 5K. That's a steal because there's a brand presence there. And also there's value in how well the products are. So therefore, $1,000, even though it's expensive, the value is really up there. If it was $1, yeah, sure, it's a steal, but then you'll be a bit skeptical if it's a scam. Okay. So it comes down to just offer proposition. That's one thing I'm learning about. So if I was to sell something, what would I sell? That's the second question I'm learning today. I can definitely give free value. That's easy. But is the value even valuable? If I had a community and it costs $1 to come in, how different is the community compared to just talking to people normally? That's for free. One, responding quicker. That could be a thing. Or two, it's just the people around the community. I'm starting to notice that I'm having more of that marketing mindset, and also my friend still has that sales mindset. Both would go hand in hand for sure, because we had this idea about building our business in a system and a structure where it's like a chessboard and chess pieces. The king piece represents sales because you shouldn't be saying too much. Hence, what the king does in a chess piece, it moves just a little bit. Whereas the queen, on that hand, represents marketing. Very important piece, very powerful piece. It can move anywhere around the chessboard. To essentially, it's quite powerful, very, very powerful. One of the most powerful pieces in the in the in one of the pieces of the game. But if the king dies, there's no point of marketing. So marketing is very, very important. I'll go back to sharing my screen to see what Rock comes up with. I'm not too sure. You might have to go upstairs, but I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. All right, so this is the first time me trying to use Grok to synthesize a post. It's pretty much summarized it. I feel like there's some use case into this, but I just need to keep practicing and try to figure out where the secret sauce is. Again, it's just doing reps. That's how I learn. But from this prompt, essentially what I've got was why I like it. And Grok's just prompted this is potentially why I resonate with it, which most of it is pretty clear and correct. And I've already thought about it. But it just helps reinforce why I like it and I guess my sense of taste when it comes to what draws me to a post. Without even using Grok, the first thing that I really enjoyed about this and how to build a niche, which essentially you are the niche, is writing about what's happened in the past, what's happened in what's currently happening, and what potential problems could be happening. And from this is from who's Dan Coe. He recommends you to pick 3 areas of interest that inspired you to write. Okay, one that you can monetize. Still trying to figure that out. One that excites you, writing. Writing, no, actually, one that excites me. That's a good one. I don't really know what excites me. Trying to get rich. And one that feels development, right? Okay, so writing about writing. Then write about yourself, past, present, and future. That's a really good one because you've solved problems that you had to speed it up. Because everyone's probably going through a journey, a problem that you have, and problems you're going to have. Describe your stories and experience, share tips and tricks, lessons and traps to avoid, and that's how you deliver most value to people who are 1 to 3 steps behind you. That's something I really, really like. But I'm still trying to figure out what Grok is saying and what I should be doing. Because some of this stuff is a bit of fluff, in my opinion, because it's just making the post, it's just repeating the post again. Mind you, I'm not doing any deep think or deep research, which is fine. Uh, um, but essentially, it's just telling you to look through all the content that you've made and try and see if you can make it even better. Because definitely a winning post somewhere, but that's the whole thing. Try to figure out where. One thing that I've also noticed is if you've been on X for a while, one thing I've started to do is repost. Repost helps me just go back to things I liked in the past and look at it and why I liked it and talk about it. And this is just like a way of bookmarking. And I like to do 2 days because it makes you think, why did I click repost? And that's probably another thing that I should build on, how to make your post repostable. And these are more likely things to think about and value propositions. If I scroll down, yeah, what to do, doing it now, but I'll do it later. That's a repost for me. But the thing that had a lot of traction, I'm looking at the community, and it was the Don't Die community. And it talks about um, cortisol and how it spikes if you're nervous. And that got 700 views, 706 views, 4 likes, and 1 comment. I wish I kind of knew what time I posted this, but it's just so basic. How bad is rejection or bad energy with cortisol level spikes and spikes of it? You've just completed a performance review and the conclusion was that you suck. Does that make you live less? Yeah. So that one was the big winner. Um, this was good. Who's doing this for organic growth? 45, that's not bad. 43. Oh, these are old ones. Oh, okay, so 40. I want to keep the 40s. I want to keep the 40s. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here because the 40s seem to be the ones that are winning. Yeah, there's the 40s. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I feel like I've said a fair bit. It's 10 minutes. Thanks again for joining, and we'll keep doing this again. 5 more days until my birthday, and I feel like a good birthday present to myself is the fact that I just stay consistent. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.